Hi folks, and welcome to Impactful Life. This channel is dedicated to helping you make an impact so you can lead a full life. My name is Rob, and I want to thank you for taking the time to check out today's video. Over the past few weeks, we've been discussing one of the most famous personal development books of all time, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Dr. Stephen Covey. Now, I hope you've been following along because we're getting close to the finish line. Today, we're going to be covering habit number 7, which is the habit that makes all the others possible. If you haven't been following along and you want to watch this series from the beginning, we've numbered each video and placed them into a separate playlist on our homepage. But if you're ready to find out what that final habit is, then stay tuned because we're going to get started right after this. Welcome back. Now let's make an impact. Dr. Covey breaks down his 7 habits of highly effective people into 3 areas. Private victory, which is the first 3 habits, public victory, which is habits 4 through 6, and then there's habit number 7, sharpen the saw. To be effective, we must first work on ourselves and create independence through the first 3 habits. Only then can we move towards interdependence or working effectively with others, which is habits 4, 5, and 6. According to Dr. Covey, habit 7 is all about preserving and enhancing the greatest asset you have, which is you. Sharpening the saw is the most powerful investment that we can make, which is the investment in ourselves. You may remember from our previous discussion about how we spend our time that Quadrant 2 activities are important but not urgent. It's the things we tend to put off even though we know they need to be done. Since they're not urgent, we figure we'll get around to them eventually. Well, taking the time to sharpen your saw is the ultimate Quadrant 2 activity. It's the epitome of being proactive, which is habit number 1. But instead of making the time to work on ourselves, we spend most of our time in Quadrant 1, which is the important and urgent category. Folks who live here are constantly putting out fires because they fail to plan, fail to organize, and they don't look ahead. Habit 7 is all about continuous improvement. It's the habit of renewal. It involves doing those things that make us more effective, like managing stress, exercising, reading, meditating, spending time in nature, whatever it takes to become healthier, lift your spirit, increase your knowledge, make life more enjoyable, or simply make yourself better. Dr. Covey says that there are 4 areas of our life that we must address with intention and balance. And those 4 areas are the physical, mental, social, and spiritual. The first 3 habits help you with the physical, mental, and spiritual, and habits 4, 5, and 6 help you socially. To live a full life, we need balance in all 4 areas. 2 of the advantages of being a human being is self-awareness and conscious thought. What separates us from other animals on this planet is that we're just one decision away from having an entirely different life. We can wake up tomorrow and change our life forever. We are one action away from writing a different ending. Whenever you feel stuck, like there has to be more to life, it's time to sharpen your saw. Whenever you feel like things are getting out of control, like there's not enough time, you need to sharpen your saw. Believe me, it's much more difficult to go through life with a dull blade. So let me ask you, how often do you set aside time to work on you? How often do you sit down and think about your life and where you're headed? How often do you set long-term goals and figure out a plan to make them happen? Well, if you're like most people, the answer is not often enough. And for some of you, the answer is never. If you don't have a vision for your life and a plan to get there, is it any wonder that things aren't going as well as you'd like? I mean, too many people just kind of float through life hoping that things will magically get better one day. Well, if you want more for yourself, that's great. But what are you doing to get it? Sharpening your saw is all about self-improvement. It's all about getting out of your comfort zone and making things happen. It's about doing the things that you know you need to be doing, but you keep putting off. It's about taking control of your life and making someday today. Brian Tracy is credited with saying, "Your life will get better when you get better." And the best way to get better is to stop and sharpen your saw. Renew your spirit. Reconnect with what's important and improve yourself mentally and physically. Habit 7 is all about bringing true balance into your life. Taking the time to sharpen your saw puts you back in control of your life and where it's headed. It creates an upward spiral of meaning and purpose that will carry you through each day with momentum. Doesn't mean everything will be perfect or easy, but it will give you a sense of direction and clarity. Now, without personal renewal, the other 6 habits become more difficult. Taking the time to look at how things are going and where we can improve is the essence of habit number 7. So set aside time to sharpen your saw and make it a regular habit. If you do, you will become more effective, you will start to make an impact, and live a full life. So that's it for this week's review, and I hope it gives you something to think about. Please let us know what you think about this habit in the comment section below. I'd love to know what you're struggling with or what you've had success with. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't been following this series, we have created a playlist on our homepage so you can start at the beginning if you want. We've reviewed each habit, we've provided a quote for inspiration, along with an action to help you work on it. And I hope you'll take the time to check out some of the other 6 habits. Now, before you go, please don't forget to hit the little red subscribe button and feel free to make an impact on someone else by sharing this video on social media. Also, go check out our website for more impactful information, including our blog and resources page. Finally, if you like impactful quotes, articles, and positive thoughts, follow us on social media. We'll put all those links in the description below. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day. Now go make an impact.